Hi. Okay, so today I'm not out in nature. Let me see how I stabilize this camera. It's a bit tricky. I'll get it. I stayed home today, well, apart from my yoga class in the morning. I didn't have patients at the clinic, which is quite spectacular because that has not happened for many months. Like every day I have been in Cusco, I have been having patients, so that's kind of crazy to not to not have patience. It's weird, but it's good in a way. And plus, actually, I thought I would go down to the Sacred Valley to do some errands there, but then kind of didn't feel like doing it, so I didn't go. And in the afternoon, I called the place where I would have done what I had to do, and she actually told me that in a way it's yet possible to do what I wanted to do. So it was a good thing I stayed home and had a very introspective day actually. Interestingly enough, the last I don't know, 4, 5, 6 days, I'm in a deep process of healing of past life issues and shadow sides and all that stuff. But up until now, I've only been doing the healing part, like the part where I was kind of a quote-unquote victim, and the forgiving part for the other part involved in this game. So not only past lives, like loads and loads of stuff from this life as well. And as easy as it is for me, it's not easy. It's always painful and difficult, but it's easier for me to kind of forgive others than to come to a point of forgiving for myself. Actually, I can forgive myself for putting myself into situations where I got victimized and stuff like that, which obviously I needed for a certain learning effect. But there's a whole different kind of rabbit hole there, which I have not until today gotten into, which is forgiving myself for all that I have done in the role of the aggressor. Not so much maybe in this life, but in other lifetimes. So I mean, I think I've done some really colorful things. So my quest was, how would I be able to forgive myself for that? And then I came to the realization that I don't really even need to know what I have done. I mean, if I have to know it, I'm completely open to know the things that I have done to others. But if I don't need to really know it in order to move on with it or heal it or be able to let go of it, maybe it's easier not to know. Maybe it's easier to just imagine that you have done all sorts of stuff and then try and integrate that into yourself and just let it do its thing. the thing is, why I got to this point is because I've manifested some really serious shit in this lifetime that has happened to me. So that's what I have been working on, like the forgiveness of the other part, plus forgiving myself for letting this happen or needing this to happen for me to get to the point where I'm now. So little by little, I'm getting to the point where I don't need, so much really heavy stuff to be happening to me in order to learn. Well, at least that's what I hope. And I was kind of searching in myself if there was somewhere like a place in myself that thought that I deserved that kind of shit to happen to me in order to be punished for something that I have done and have not been able to forgive myself. That's how I came to this place of where I needed to look at forgiveness for myself in radical ways for things that I don't consciously know that I have done. Because I think it's from this unconscious point of the unconsciousness, of course, knows whatever has gone down in all the previous lifetimes, and from this unconscious point that I might be manifesting some sort of feeling of guilt that wants to be punished. So yeah, that's been interesting. And doing this today, it hit me that actually the role of the perpetrator it's interesting because it doesn't just it's just not born like that. I think that all perpetrators have been victimized themselves and then do some atrocious stuff because they don't know better or they can't act any better in any given situation. So that kind of helped me to get to a point of forgiveness. I don't know if I'm there yet. I probably need to work loads more on that subject, but that helped me to get to a point of where it's easier for me to forgive. Plus, if you forgive the perpetrator, of course you need to forgive the perpetrator that did something to your perpetrator or yourself as a perpetrator, plus the one who did something to the one before, and on it goes. So actually, as I was doing this work on forgiveness, I could see like a network lighting up where it looked like black and white striped tubes, really strange. And it kind of lit up as I was kind of pouring forgiveness in there, and it became like a generational thing, and then it kind of became like a web that was interwoven throughout this strange world and our ancestors or past lives, parallel lives, whatever we want to call it. So that was a neat experience. So I really think that one of us sitting down and doing his or her own shadow work can definitely have some kind of impact on the energetic construct of this world as a whole. I do really think that there's a possibility for that. And once more, I've seen how much more interconnected we are as human beings than what we would regularly think when we just go about our normal lives. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. Plus, I'm not really good at eating lately. Yesterday I went out with some friends and had like a full course menu, which was a lot. But apart from that, I didn't eat anything in that day. And today I just had two crackers, an avocado, and a little salad and some juice. And I'm done eating for today. And I don't know. I'm kind of getting back on track with the pranic path. I think it does feel like it. Which is interesting and very thrilling. I don't know. I feel more excited about life again. Like, yeah, I look forward to the sunset and the sunrise and some stuff in between as well, of course. But yeah, I mean, I feel excited that I can get on with my inner work and access stuff that was buried and hidden, and that really gives me a feeling of peace and hope, maybe, I don't know. And yeah, I just felt so much value in the word grace today, because I felt like it's so necessary to kind of pour lots of grace onto all these past life, generations past, slash parallel lives. So I know it's not for everyone. I know it's strange for many people, the stuff I talk about, and but I don't know if I've said that before, but I feel like this is my last lifetime on this planet, and I really want to wrap it all up and come to a place of wholeness. And yeah, I think that's it. I see you next time. Bye bye.